idle creatures, get you home.
Is this a holiday? Speak, what trade art thou?
Why, sir, a carpenter.
Where's thy leather apron and thy roll? What dost thou with thy best apparel on?
You, sir, what trade are you? Answer me directly.
A trade, sir, that I hope I may use with a safe conscience, which is indeed, sir, a mender of bad souls.
Thou art a cobbler, art thou?
I am indeed, sir. A surgeon to old shoes. When they are in great danger, I recover them. As proper men as ever trod upon neat's leather have gone upon my handiwork.
But wherefore art not in thy shop today? Why dost thou lead these men about the streets?
Truly, sir, to wear out their shoes, to get myself into more work.
But indeed, sir, we make holiday to see Caesar and to rejoice in his triumph.
Therefore rejoice! What conquest brings thee home? What tributaries follow him to Rome to grace with captive bonds his chariot wheels? You blocks, you stones, you worse than senseless things. Oh, you hard hearts, you cruel men of Rome. Knew ye not Pompey? Many a time and oft did you climb up to walls and battlements, to towers and windows, yea, to chimney tops. Your infants in your arms, and there have sat the livelong day with patient expectation to see great Pompey pass the streets of Rome. And when you saw his chariot but appear, have you not made an universal shout that Tiber trembled underneath her banks to hear the replication of your sounds made in her concave shores? And do you now put on your best attire? And do you now cull out a holiday? And do you now strew flowers in his way that comes in triumph over Pompey's blood? Begone, run to your houses, fall upon your knees, pray to the gods to mitigate the plague that these must light on this ingratitude. Go, go, good countrymen. And for this fault, assemble all the poor men of your sort. Draw them to Tiber banks and weep your tears into the channel. To the lowest stream to kiss the most exalted shores of all. See where their basest metal be not moved. They vanish tongue-tied in their guiltiness. Go you down that way toward the Capitol. This way will I. Disrobe the images if you to find them decked with ceremonies. But may we do so? You know it is the feast of Lupercal. It is no matter. Let no images be hung with Caesar's trophies. These growing feathers plucked from Caesar's wing will make him fly an ordinary pitch. Who else would soar above the view of men and keep us all in servile fearfulness?
So is it in the press that calls on me. I hear a voice shriller than all the music cry Caesar. Caesar! Speak! Caesar is turned to here.
Beware the Ides of March!
What man is that?
The soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Set him before me, let me see his face.
Fellow, come from the throng. Look upon Caesar.
What sayest thou to me now? Speak once again.
Beware the Ides of March.
He's a dreamer. Let us leave him. Pass!
Hail Caesar! 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 Hail Caesar!
Will you go see the order of the court?
Not I.
Oh, I pray you do.
I am not Gibbs. I do lack some part of that quick spirit which is in Antony. Let me not hinder Cassius your desires. I'll leave you.
Brutus. I do observe you now of late. I have not from your eyes that gentleness and show of love as I was wont to have. You bear too stubborn and too strange a hand over your friend that loves you.
Cassius, be not deceived. If I have veiled my look, I turn the trouble of my countenance merely upon myself. Vexed I am of late with passions of some difference, conceptions only proper to myself, which give some soil, perhaps, to my behaviors. But let not, therefore, my good friends be grieved, among which number Cassius be you one. nor construe any further my neglect than that poor Brutus, with himself at war, forgets the shows of love to other men.
Then, Brutus, I much mistook your passion. By means whereof this breast of mine hath buried thoughts of great value. Were they cogitations? Tell me, good Brutus, can you see your face?
No, Cassius, for the eye sees not itself, but by reflection, by some other thing.
It is just, and it is very much lamented, Brutus, that you have no such mirrors as will turn your hidden worthiness into your eye, that you might see your shadow. I have heard where many of the best respect in Rome, except immortal Caesar, speaking of Brutus and groaning underneath this age's yoke, have wished that noble Brutus had his eyes.
Into what dangers would you lead me, Cassius, that you would have me seek into myself for that which is not in me?
Therefore, good Brutus, be prepared to hear. And since you know you cannot see yourself so well as by reflection, I, your glass, will modestly discover to yourself that of yourself which you yet know not of. And be not jealous on me, gentle Brutus. If you know that I do fawn on men and hug them hard and after scandal them, or if you know that I profess myself in banqueting to all the rout, then hold me dangerous.
What means this shouting? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
Ah, do you fear it? Then must I think you would not have it so.
I would not, Cassius. Yet I love him well. But wherefore do you hold me here so long? What is it that you would impart to me? If it be aught toward the general good, set honor in one eye and death in the other, and I will look on both indifferently. For let the gods so speed me as I love the name of honor more than I fear death.
I know that virtue to be in you, Brutus, as well as I do know your outward favor. Well, honor is the subject of my story.